Hello, today I want to share another riding tip with you. This one is about measuring time. We're awfully critical of ourselves when it comes to our riding and confidence and things like that. And you know what we often don't do is we don't often measure the amount of time we spend on a certain exercise. Here you see a young horse, he's only had 3 or 4 rides, and I'm measuring the time I'm spending on doing these serpentines, just changing direction, trying to encourage him to keep his head down during the change of direction. So what I want you to do is set your watch and just check it and say, okay, I'm going to ride this exercise for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Don't overdo it, especially if you've got an educationally young horse or an unfit horse or a horse that hasn't got much top line muscle. You don't want to ride for an hour. You want to just do something really specific with a goal and then rest and do something else. Okay, so you don't want to keep going on and on and on at your horse at the same thing. But time yourself, because what will surprise you is how little focused time you spend. And a minute or 2 minutes, once you really have a focus, can be a long time. And it can certainly also be a long time for the horse. So what it does is it stops you just sort of getting on the horse and riding. It actually gives you something to do. And by doing that, you can say, oh, wow, I've spent this whole 4 minutes doing serpentines or change of direction or trying to get my horse to relax or give to the bit, whatever it is, shoulder control, whatever it is. And look at that. Look how much progress I've made. And that really is what confidence is all about. That's how you get confidence, is knowing that you can make a change in your horse, knowing that you can train your horse yourself, which means if things start going wrong, you know how to fix it. So this is all about making you a more confident rider. Don't worry too much at this stage. If you look at this horse, this is a quarter horse stallion, and this is the way I want him to travel, with a low head and relaxed. And it's not the way you want every horse to travel. So you have to be training for that particular thing. Having said that, don't expect perfection. This horse has had 3 or 4 rides. What's most important at this stage is relaxation, not perfection. What's most important is getting him to respond to bit pressure and not desensitize to bit pressure so that I have to carry him around. Keep your focus on what you're doing for those 3 or 4 minutes of your ride, and then stop, have a rest and reflect on that, and then start again. It works really, really well. And I think what you'll find is you'll be kinder to yourself, because by setting little goals, 3-minute goals, you can actually achieve a lot more. So every time you rest, say, oh, well, that's good, because now he's traveling without pulling on my hand, or now he's traveling and maintaining his head elevation through the turn. Whatever it might be that you're focused on, you can actually see some progress. Whereas if you just jump on and ride sort of around the paddocks or even around the arena, whatever you're doing, for an unfocused 30 minutes or an hour, you don't have that. You don't have those little wins. So let's break it down for you as well as for the horse, and really structure it so that you're both succeeding. As riders, we all know that things don't always go according to plan. But having a plan, a system, a program that follows a step-by-step process is no doubt the best way to really make a difference with your riding, training, and your horse's performance, not to mention your relationship with your horse. Whether you're planning on competing, trail riding, or simply having a great relationship with your horse on the ground, then you need regular, structured lessons, each with an aim and a clearly defined, achievable outcome. The Can-Do Equine online training system is exactly this. Not only do the lessons build on one another, giving you a solid foundation, but I carefully discuss possible problems. It's not all perfection and pretty pictures, it's real life. It's always nice to have a trainer or a coach standing in the middle of the arena, but few of us can afford such a luxury on a regular basis. And there comes a time when we realize that in order to make real progress, that we must first recognize what's not right and then learn how to address that ourselves. The fact is that you know your horse better than anyone. And once you start training your horse yourself, the only thing you're going to wonder is why you didn't start years ago. So come on, let's get you back in the saddle and put the fun back into your horsemanship.